I guess this is what they mean when they say Marrakesh comes alive at night, because this is crazy.
Good afternoon. We actually have two things scheduled. One, I want to get a haircut. Two, we're gonna do a hammam, which is what we did in Turkey. We loved it so much that we said we had to do another one here, and I'm excited to see how they differ and how the experience is. And right now we're currently getting breakfast, even though it's noon. We got a couple omelets and some traditional soup that kind of is similar to SpaghettiOs, is what Alisia said. Oh, it doesn't taste like SpaghettiOs, but
It's just the texture.
I see what you mean. It's kind of the texture. No, this is very good.
Finishing up our delicious meal with some tea. Oh, they make it so well. They must put some sort of sweetener in there because it's ever so slightly sweet. So delicious.
All right, let's go see if I can get a haircut. That had to be the most detailed, faded haircut I've ever got in my life.
My favorite part was when Hunter showed him a picture of like a previous haircut he'd gotten to like
For reference.
how he wanted it.
Yeah.
And he goes, "That's not a good haircut."
Absolute chaos trying to cross the road.
So the really tall building behind me is the Kutubiyya. It is the tallest and oldest minaret and mosque in all of Marrakesh. It's been here since the 12th century. This is the very iconic landmark of Marrakesh.
Let's see.
Le best one, le best one. Come here, madam, madam. Hey, madam. Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Very good. Very good, madam. Action, action.
Is that your favorite?
Yes.
Perfect.
We got some more juice because it's delicious and very affordable. He had me running the juice stand there for a minute. Retail hydration is important to me. This is the alleyway to our riad. It's super cool. We haven't been to our riad's rooftop yet, so we figured we'd come up and finish our juice before we leave in like 30 minutes or so, because we have our hammam. It's a really nice view. You can see the minaret. Okay, it's time for our hammam. I think we're gonna just bring the GoPro. I don't know if we're gonna be able to film. They were kind of hesitant with the Turkish one, but they let us anyway, so I'm not quite sure how this one will go, but we're gonna try anyway.
The hammam experience that we had in Turkey was one of my favorite things we've ever done, so I'm really excited for this. A couple of the hammams that I reached out to were fully booked, so we did this one right through the Riyadh. They set it up for us. I thought we were gonna get escorted there though, and we're just walking by ourselves, so we gotta try and find this place. Hello. Thank you.
Thank you.
D'accord, vous pouvez s'installer là-bas?
No, Alisia. You speak.
Oh, you speak English?
Yes.
You can work here a little bit outside.
Okay.
Inside?
Okay.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi.
We came from
Yes, for the
Lolita,
Hammam.
For the Hammam.
Yes, Hammam.
Yes.
You will come. It's this one. Did you make it to here? Or?
Yeah.
Yes, it was okay.
It's a little bit challenging.
Do we leave our bathing suit on? Just bottom?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. My panties.
Time to get naked.
So we're done with our hammam, and we just wanted to debrief and compare it to the one that we did in Turkey.
So I wasn't allowed to film in this one, and I'll explain why. So that's why we're sitting here, and we'll tell you exactly what the differences were.
I'm gonna let Hunter say the bulk of it because he was very opinionated about it.
Okay, that's only because I now have something to compare it to. The main differences were that number one, I found it odd that they let us experience the hammam in the same room. We weren't separated, and I'm pretty sure that's non-traditional. Typically, the men and the women are in separate rooms for their experiences, and they let us do this one together, which was nice that we were together, but not nice in the fact that we felt that our time was split between the two of us. So it was the same amount of time. It was about 40 to 45 minutes, but she went back and forth between Alisia and myself. So it was really only like we had 20 minutes each. I wasn't fully naked like I was in the previous one in Turkey. I still had like disposable trousers on, and because it was a woman scrubbing me down, she didn't really get into all of the nooks and crannies of my body, which makes sense, but that's why I thought I would definitely have a man doing me and a woman doing Alisia.
Yeah, and the last one too, like both the woman giving me the bath and I were both naked, so she was really getting in there. Like Hunter said, even though it was a woman doing it on me, I felt like she didn't really get into like the nooks and crannies either.
And she was fully clothed, which makes sense because
Hunter was in there.
I was there, but like that was a little weird too.
It felt much more like a spa treatment, which is, I mean, we can't complain at the end of the day.
It
was
is
still
super relaxing.
so relaxing, so lovely. My skin is so soft.
Absolutely.
But it just didn't feel like a traditional hammam.
It was also a lot more gentle, which you would think is a good thing, but you kind of want it to be rough. Like even last time in Turkey, the guy was like slapping me and just scrubbing me down so hard, where this was like very like soft and gentle and just not what I was expecting or like really looking for in the hammam experience, if that makes sense.
But overall, I mean, it was still a great experience. I think just because we had previous knowledge of it, it exemplified the differences.
I would also say that once we were finished, we were pretty much expected to leave right away. She brought us into our changing room, we got changed, and we left. Where the one in Turkey, we sat in our robes and towels while we were naked for like another 30 to 40 minutes, just
Drinking
sipping tea,
chatting with the owner.
just kind of like decompressing from what just happened, where this one, it was just like, okay, thank you, bye.
See you later. Could have just been the location that we chose. A lot of them were booked and we're kind of last minute people, so we just went with our Riyadh because we were guaranteed to get in. Whereas if we booked like a different location earlier, we may have had a different experience.
Overall, it's still phenomenal and incredibly relaxing, but it just wasn't what I was expecting, and I'll say it, I'm a little disappointed.
Same, but I also enjoyed it.
We walked out into madness. So many people.
This is wild. I don't know how we're gonna get through. I guess this is what they mean when they say Marrakesh comes alive at night, because this is crazy.
They're fishing for the drinks. I gotta give it a try. It's a lot harder than it looks. Oh. Oh. My arm's getting tired. I've been doing this for like 5 minutes. It's not gonna happen. No luck. All right, it's official. I love Marrakesh.